Good morning, Lady Bruin hockey fans. We're here at Big Bear Ice Arena in Lowry, suburb of Denver, Colorado, for Game 2 of the Silver Sticks weekend. Today's game will be your Lady Bruins squaring off against the Colorado 14ers. 14ers will be in the away black jerseys with the gray trim. Your Lady Bruins in the white jerseys with the blue trim. Bruins coming off a 6-2 loss last night against the Lady Rough Riders. They had some good chances last night. Created some opportunity on the power play. But we do get our goaltender Bozier back today, which should be a big help. So we'll get warm-ups out of the way here and then get started. All right, ready to get things underway here. All right, only place for viewing here. We're going to have good action at one end of the rink, not so great at the other, but we'll do our best here. As this is the only platform. All right, start things off here. Losowitz, McCormick, Gray. Losowitz to take the draw. One there by the 14ers. They'll work at D-to-D in their own zone. Look to break it out. Puck comes through the neutral zone. 14ers with an opportunity off the rush here. Off the mask of Bozier. And it's picked up by Losowitz. Losowitz, McCormick, Gray. It's a 3-on-1 if they hurry. Losowitz drops to Gray. Gray towards the net. Puck's loose, centered across the front. And the 14ers break it out. So we're going to start end-to-end rushes off of this game. There's no feeling each other out. 14ers work it back to the point. Look to play it out front. And that's deflected. Losowitz will give chase there. Get a change of all four behind her. Looks like Zaworski, Leeser. Line out there now. McDonald out front. Shot saved by the goaltender. That was on McDonald pinching in. Zeng centers it out front, just off the stick of Leeser. Battles in the corner. Puck comes up the near boards. Brewer steps up. McDonald will come back there to support. McDonald tries to catch the 14ers on the change. Leeser cross ice to Zeng. Picked off there by the player coming off the 14er bench. Puck's played down low. Zaworski will pick it up there. Looks to center it out front. Puck comes back to the point. That's Wessel stepping up there. And puck comes out to center. Zeng leaves for McDonald. McDonald up ahead to Zaworski. And picked off there by McDonald. 14ers look to break it out. Now they hit the neutral zone. Sneak a player in behind the defense. Nice defensive play on the back check there by McDonald to break that up. Puck pops loose in the slot. And it's cleared out to center. Off a 14er player's stick, so icing should be waved off, and it is. That was Arnold on the forecheck. Puck comes back into the Bruins zone. Icing will be waved off here. Gossner will go back to pick it up there. Gossner leaves it near side for Arnold. Puck comes out of the zone. Arnold goes through a player, and it's brought back into the zone by the 14ers. Steered aside by Bozier, and Bozier will hold. So good pace to start this one. 12:31 here to go in the first. Face-off be the left of goaltender Bozier. Face-off one there by your Bruins. Wessel up high to DeFelice, held in there by the 14ers. Weird bounce off the boards. Wessel recovers. Gossner now hits King in the middle. King chips it out of the zone. And 14ers spin it back the other way. Now picked up by Wessel. Wessel jumps into the play. Wessel with a rush. Brings it down the end boards. Tries to walk it out front. Centers out front. Shot. Gossner. I believe that was off. I didn't hear pipe, but the way it came off, it was definitely on net. I believe that was off the goaltender's shoulder. That was Gossner with the chance. 14ers bring it back the other way. Picked up there by Wessel. Wessel up ahead to Gossner. Gossner, DeFelice. Picked off there by the 14ers in the slot. Nice defensive play there by Gossner to break that up. Puck comes up near side. Arnold steps in. Shot on net and a save by Bozier. So we're going to face off in the Bruin zone here. Osborne to take the draw. Leaves it there for Jennings. Played out of the zone by Fryer. Fryer, Novodorski, Osborne out there now. Jones and Jennings back into the zone. Jennings spins it back off the stick of Novodorski. Jennings has it now, plays it up, and into the zone. Jennings is going to start in with a head of steam. Taken off her stick. Played back to the line, and out to center. Jones leaves there for Novodorski. Novodorski plays it up the boards to Fryer. 14ers look to dig it out there. Now they play it out to the slot. Fourteeners play it around behind. Jennings chips it around a player. Nice move there to free up some space. Jennings works it back the other way. Novodarski picks it up, gets it to the line. Held in there. Picked up there by Jones behind the net. Jones will skate with it to the line, and now they do get it out. And 14ers pick it up there. They'll dump it into the zone. Rim it around. Near boards. Fryer picks the player up. They try and walk it out front. Try a switch there. That's picked off by McDonald. McDonald enters the zone. Onside. Shot. Off the blocker of the goaltender. Puck's loose in front. McDonald now behind the net. Tries to center out front. Goes through a wall of people. Shot on net by Fryer. And we'll get a face-off here in the 14er zone. Good back and forth to start this game. Losowitz out there with Gray and McCormick now. Losowitz to take the draw. Gray along the boards, picked up there by Losowitz. Shot towards the net, blocked down. 14ers look to break it out. Quick stick lift there by Losowitz, keeps it out. Now it's played back into the zone. They had the red line, icing's waved off. Brewer tied up with a player behind the net. 14ers try and center out front. That goes through a wall of everybody. And now it's McCormick. McCormick tries to feed it ahead to Gray. Gray down the wing. Gray shot. Rebound. Shot to goal. I'll see who got that on the follow-up. That looks like that's Losowitz. Losowitz continuing the hot streak. 2 goals last night, another one today. Nice pass there by McCormick. Up ahead to Gray. Gray ripped the shot on net. Goaltender left a rebound, and Losowitz was there to pounce on it. So with 8:49 to go, first period, your Bruins take the lead. Zhang wins the draw back. Bounces off the stick off the player as it was tried to be cleared. Picked up there by McDonald. McDonald slides through one. Held up there. They'll play on. Leeser picks it up now. Zhang's got it. Leeser on her wing. Leeser tries to leave it back out. And puck's played out to center. Brewer will give chase there. Brewer tries to play it across. Tipped in by Zhang, so icing's waved off. Zhang ties up with the player behind the net, wins the puck battle to Leeser. Leeser shot from a sharp angle in the goaltender's glove and out. McDonald shot towards the net. Goaltender was up, never saw that, but it didn't make it through. McDonald walks it in. McDonald, puck's loose out front, and a shot and a save by the goaltender. Bruins starting to apply the pressure to the 14ers here with 7:56 here to go. Almost midway through this first period here. King, Arnold DeFelice out there now. Russell and Gosner on the back end. Arnold gets dumped there. DeFelice forces the player wide. 14ers break it out now with speed. Try and bring it through the neutral zone. Nice poke check there by Gosner to break that play up. And 14ers will try and get zone entry again. They try and drop. Gosner breaks it up again. DeFelice plays it out to center. Icing's waved off. Arnold in on the forecheck. Just enough pressure to take it off the player's stick. Centered out front. Puck's loose at the side of the net. Now 14ers break it out. 2-on-2 as they hit the line. Gosner forces her player wide. Wessel picks it up. Up ahead to King. King plays it out to center. 14ers will have to regroup there at center ice. They'll try and work it near boards here. It's picked up by Wessel. Wessel leaves there for Arnold. Late player coming off the bench, though. Picks it up for the 14ers. Shot from a sharp angle. Need to clear the puck out of the front of that net. And now the 14ers pick it up. They'll walk it in the zone. Try and get a puck out to the front of the net. That's broken up by the stick of Gosser. Gosser's had a strong defensive game so far. Puck's played short side here. Now back into the slot. Gosser had her stick lifted, but recovered there. 14ers walk it out front again. Shot wide of the net. 14ers now applying the pressure. This looks like their top line. And 14ers now with a chance to clear. Arnold gets the red line. And 14ers able to pick it up, bring it into the zone. Gosser stands her player up. Puck comes near side. Wessel picks it up there. Goes up the boards with it. Wessel's got Arnold with her. But it's picked off there by the 14ers. Picked off there by Fryer. In the skates is Zaworski. Zaworski centers out front. 14ers were on a change. That's Novodorski coming off the bench. And puck comes out to center. One-on-one here. 14ers versus the Bruins. All right, face off to the left of Bozier here. Osborne to take the draw. Picked up there by Jennings. Jennings tries to play it back up and out. Kept in at the line. Jennings has it now. Jennings will slide through one player. Loses it in her skate. Fryer tries to keep it in. Puck comes out to center. Jones leaves there for Jennings. Jennings tries to dump it in. That's picked off by the 14ers. This puck's going to roll in on net. Left there by Bozier. Bruins got to communicate a little bit better there. And that's going to be played all the way down. So that'll go for an icing. Losowitz, McCormick, Gray. Losowitz to take the draw. Losowitz has it taken off her stick. Back to the point. Brewer, shot towards the net. Off the glove of the goaltender, wide. McCormick tries to look for somebody in the slot. Now she's tied up in the far corner. Try and see if I can get you that far corner from a view here. Shot towards the net by McDonald. Kicked out by the goaltender. And it's played out here by the 14ers. 14ers are going to hit the line with a possible 2-on-1. Nice job by the off defender there. Brewer taking away the pass. Let that player shoot from that angle. Grave muscles her player off the puck. Brewer plays it back up. Walked into the slot. Sticks everywhere. And now we're going to get a hook. Let's try and get this up. All right. All right, penalties up on the board. Power play here for the 14ers. They'll work it to their D up high. Shot. Puck's loose in front. Saved by Bozier. Puck's still loose. Dug out there. Wessel. Zaworski plays it ahead. Held there at the line. Shot off the pipe. And Wessel will clear. Fourteeners bring it in. Zone entry. They'll try and walk it to the middle. Shot saved by Bozier. Zhang ties her player up. And now Zane gets a stick on it. Able to clear it all the way down. Minute 11 here to go, and the penalty to McDonald. Puck comes back out to center. Wessel plays it up ahead. Sorry, that was Gosner up ahead of Wessel. And the 14ers try and break it out, but it's picked up there by Zaworski. Zaworski collides with a player there. And puck's dumped into the zone. Wessel leaves there for Gosner. Gosner far side. Gosner uses every bit of ice there to ice that one. Goaltender comes out to play it. Arnold almost gets a hold of that one as the goaltender came out to play it. And it's picked off there by Jennings. Jennings sidesteps through one. Now they're coming back the other way. Shot up high and over the net. Jennings plays it up the far boards there to Arnold. Arnold able to clear it. DeFelice pressures. And we're back to even strength hockey. 14ers enter the zone. Shot wide of the net. Picked up above the dot there. 14ers look to work it out front. Shot. That's blocked aside by Jones. Puck pops loose in the slot. Shot wide of the net. 14ers trying to get a new forward on. Bruins. And that's covered by Bozier. 57.3 here to go. First period. Face-off will be the left of Bozier. Osborne to take the draw. Picked up there by McDonald. To the line. Now it's out. Looks like they'll wave off icing as that was tipped. Fryer in on the forecheck, and puck comes back out to center. 14ers get possession for a moment. McDonald battles along the boards there. And 14ers able to get it now. They'll enter the zone 1-on-4. Shot, and that's gloved and held by Bozier. 25.9 here to go, first period. Osborne to take the draw. Rolls in towards Bozier. Cleared by McDonald. McDonald up the wing. McDonald plays it up ahead. Picked off there by the 14ers. Puck is just held in there at the line. Osborne, Fryer, Novodorsky out there now with McDonald, Brewer. 14ers hit the line onside. Puck goes just wide. Shot out front. Big save there. Both teams playing a little loose defensively. Trading chances. But at the end of one, it's 1-0 14ers. All right, ready to get the second period underway here. Brewer, McDonald out there with Losowitz, Gray, McCormick. Lozowitz to take the draw. 14ers play it in the zone. It's going to be picked up there by Brewer. Brewer around behind the net. Brewer to McDonald. McDonald up ahead to Lozowitz. Lozowitz able to use the strength to get it in. Rolls in on net, and the goaltender will cover. Lozowitz to take the draw. Back to the point. Brewer towards the net. That goes just wide. McCormick's going to pick it up far side. McCormick tries to go out front to Gray. Would have been a nice tip attempt out of the air. Gray now is going to look for McCormick out front. Turned over there. And played back to the line. Brewer holds for a moment. Now McDonald will pick it up. Puck bounces around. Brewer's going to pick it up. Tries to backhand it out. Now she gets it on her forehand. Able to clear it back out to center ice. Off a skate. Gray's got McCormick with her. Gray tries to go to McCormick. Maybe just a hair early on that pass. Lozowitz shot. And that's a save by the goaltender. Yeah, looking at that one, she might have had just waited half a step. And I think McCormick might have been clear, but good puck movement, good vision, and a scoring chance for your Bruins. Zeng, Zaworski, Leeser out there now, Gosner and Wessel. Back to the work, back to the point, Wessel to Zaworski. Zaworski tries to throw it out front. Puck's loose in the slot. Gosner. That shot's blocked down on the way to the net off a defender. Zaworski centers it back through the slot. Wessel was pinching there. Might be a 2-on-1 here for the 14ers. And Wessel negates that with the hustle to get back. Up the near boards here. Leeser tries to dig it out. Now Wessel does. Wessel behind her own net. She's rubbed off the puck there. Puck's loose in the slot. And Leeser's able to play it up and out of the zone. Fourteeners now do get zone entry. They try and work it to the middle. It's picked off there. Gosner. Sorry, that's Wessel. Up ahead to Zeng. Zeng to Zaworski. Zaworski tries to walk it in. Has it taken off her stick at the last moment. It pops back out to Wessel. Wessel works it across to Gosner. Gosner. Zone entry to Zeng. Zeng drops to Zaworski. Zaworski shot. Ooh, deflected on the way in, then off the goaltender's shoulder. Leeser down low to Zeng. Zeng tries to center it out front. Had two Bruin players out front, but that's broken up by a skate of the 14ers defense, and it comes out to center. Gosner, little spin move there, up ahead to Zaworski. Zaworski tries to bring it in the zone, and that's going to be whistled down off sides. Just lost control of the puck there for a moment. Zeng was charging hard, not able to stretch there at the line. King, DeFelice, Arnold out there now. Jennings and Jones on the back end. King to take the draw. DeFelice tries to clear it in, had her stick lifted. That was a nice play there by the forward of the 14ers. Puck goes into the zone. Picked up there by Arnold. Arnold taking off the puck. Jennings plays it around behind. And that puck's going to come up and all the way down for an icing. So we're going to face off back in the 14er zone here. 11:56 to go. King to take the draw. Played ahead there by Jennings. Sidesteps one. But now the 14ers look to try and flip the ice. DeFelice over there quick, battling along in front of the Bruin bench. And Jones plays it back into the 14ers zone. Puck comes up to the blue line and out. Jones leaves there for Jennings. Jennings tries to play it. That's picked off in the neutral zone. Jennings up off the glass, and this is going to go for an icing. Bring the faceoff back in the Bruins zone. 11 minutes here to go, second period. Bruins still up one. Osborne, Fryer, Novodorsky, Brewer, and McDonald out there now. Osborne to take the draw. Played up ahead to Novodorsky. Novodorsky plays it out of the zone. And we're going to call an icing. I'm partial, but I thought that one could have been waved off as the player at the blue line stepped up to take the body rather than make any attempt at the puck. But that's why I don't make calls. I just disagree with them. Osborne to take the draw. Picked up there by McDonald to Novodorsky. Had it on her backhand, didn't get everything on it. McDonald's got it now. McDonald looking for some open ice. McDonald with a head of steam. McDonald fights through a back check. Fryer, shot. Fryer digs the puck out, shot. That rolls it on net. Through traffic, steered aside by the goaltender. And puck's played around far side. 14ers try and break it out. Picked off there by McDonald. McDonald ridden off the puck there. Osborne, McDonald collide. Back to the point to Novodorsky. Held in. And back to the line. McDonald still holds by the stick of Novodorsky. 14ers penned up in their own zone a little bit here now, but they look like they're going to be able to break it out. Stolen by McDonald. McDonald holds. And now they're able to break it out. 14ers hit the line. Brewer forces the player wide. Puck rolls in, hits the side of the net. Brewer picks it up there. Brewer brings it into the zone. Tries to throw a shot on net. McCormick and Losowitz come out there now. McDonald forces the player wide. 14ers get it loose in the slot. And puck hops the stick. It's picked up there by Losowitz. Losowitz will play it ahead. Picked off there by the 14ers. Gray in on the forecheck with Losowitz. Losowitz gets the player to spin back the other way. Puck comes out to the blue line. Picked off there. Held in by Gray. Nice hold there. Gray working hard to keep that one in. Centers across to Losowitz. Picked off there by the 14ers. They'll look to try and break it out. They get the red line, and they're just going to go with the dump. They had the red line there, so icing waved off. Puck centered out front. Gray with the back check, breaks that up. Puck bounces around. Need to clear it out of harm's way. Now it's to the half wall. Picked up there. Losowitz. Losowitz tries to go ahead to McCormick. That's picked off by the D of the 14ers, and McDonald will pick it up there. McDonald plays it ahead. Through the skates of Gray. I don't think she saw it immediately. And the 14ers play it in. That should be offsides. But we'll play on. 14ers now behind the net. Play it off the back of the net. They'll try and work it out front. Saved by Beaujard. That one off the pads, and Gray will pick it up. And just chip it into the 14er zone. A little bit of a slow change here by the Bruins. 14ers trying to catch them on it. Bruins able to recover, though. McDonald goes across to Gosner. Gosner plays it in the zone. Rims around, but Zaworski tries to cut it off. Zaworski does cut the player off now. Leeser comes in to support. Play it around behind the net. Leeser will forecheck. Back to the line. Wessel throws on the brakes. Walks it to the middle. Wessel, shot. I think that hit Zeng in front. Zaworski now. Zaworski leaves there for Zeng. Zeng tries to go back to Zaworski. Just past her stick. And that might give the 14ers their out. And it does, but not for long. Gosner stepped up. Gosner tries to drag it to the middle. Leeser leaves it near side. And puck's played out to center. Picked up there by Wessel. Wessel. And just offsides at the line there. Jennings out there now. King, DeFelice, Arnold. Face off one back there to Jones. Jones plays it in deep. Arnold in on the forecheck. She's going to get there first. Puck's dug out there by the 14ers. Jennings steps up to hold. Nice stick there by Jennings to break up that rush. And it's played back to Jennings. Jennings plays it off a player. So icing's waved off. It went off the body of the 14ers player. They'll work it up near side. Held there at the line by Jennings. Played in deep. They'll work it back same side. Jennings shot. That's knocked down. Puck bounces around. And held in there at the line. Jennings ties up with a player there. And puck's played out to center ice. Controlled now by the 14ers. Puck's played ahead. Jones picked off there by the 14ers. Back into the Bruin zone. Shot on net, saved by Bozier. And now we got a penalty coming up. I believe it's going to be on the 14ers. Maybe, maybe not. Nope. All right, so 14ers to the power play. I just saw DeFelice go down in front, but that may have been residual collateral damage, as Jennings will go for the cross check. Losowitz Gray, McDonald Brewer. Losowitz to take the draw. Puck's walked out front. Puck's loose in front. Saved by Bozier. And now it's going to be backhanded out by Brewer. Nice. She's got a lot on that backhand. Able to clear it all the way down the ice. Back up to the blue line. Gray picks it up there. Brewer plays it back the other way. And it's attempted on the dump in, but the 14ers get possession. McDonald ties her player up. Dug out by the 14ers. They'll try and walk it out front. Now they'll work it back to the point. They'll go D to D. Oh, that puck looked like it was out. Maybe not. It was close. Shot and a glove saved by Bozier. 4:21 here to go, second period. 1-0 Bruins. Zeng and Zaworski. Brewer and McDonald out there. Zeng to take the draw. Picked up there by McDonald. Worked back to the point. Held there by the 14ers. They'll work at high slot now. Top of the dots. Looking for that cut across pass. Cross ice pass taken away, though, by your Bruins. Nice job by the forward stick and loan up there. Shot on net. Saved by Bozier to the corner. Puck comes up the near boards here where you can't see, and now it's going to be cleared by Zhang. 40 to go in the kill. Zhang. Goalie tries to clear. Zhang steps up to pick that one up. And 14ers look like they'll get one last rush here on the power play. Icing's waved off. McDonald plays it up and out. 20 seconds here to go in the man advantage, or the player advantage for the 14ers. Off the back of a player's skate, McCormick. Sorry, that's Zaworski. Zaworski, shot towards the side of the net, and puck's loose, and the goaltender will cover. 8 seconds here to go in the Bruin penalty kill. 3:18 here to go in the period. Gostner, Wessel, DeFelice, and Arnold. DeFelice back to the point. In the skates of Wessel. That's going to get us back to even strength hockey here. Jennings out of the box. And 14ers will start back the other way. Shot goes wide of the net. DeFelice will come there to pick it up and play it out to center. Played right back into the zone by the 14ers. Wessel will go back to pick it up there. Wessel at the half wall. Now it's picked up by Gostner. Gostner. Backhand to Arnold, stuck in her skates. Now puck thrown back to the middle of the ice. Picked up there by Wessel. Wessel leaves behind for Gostner. Gostner goes back to Wessel. Wessel will skate with it now. Wessel with a little bit of open ice. And Gostner able to hold it in there. Bruins were pinching hard. Nice keep in there by Gostner. Arnold leaves it down low. Close to being played with a high stick there, but we'll play on. 14ers bring it out. Stolen there by Gostner. And Gostner will play it into the zone. Didn't quite have the red line, though, so that'll be an icing. So we'll get a face-off in the Bruins zone here. Minute 46 to go in the second. Face-off will be to the left of goaltender Bozier. Jones, Jennings out there. Osborne, Novodorsky, Fryer. Osborne to take the draw. Shot towards the net. That's just wide. 14ers work it back to the line. Shot, that goes wide of the net. They'll retain possession, though. Picked off there now by Jennings. Jennings plays it up ahead to Fryer. And Osborne steps up to break that up. Puck comes up to the blue line. Jones up ahead to Osborne. Osborne to Fryer. Fryer, shot on net, and that'll saved by the goaltender. Minute 8 here to go. Face off in the 14er zone. Losowitz, Gray, McCormick. Losowitz to take the draw. Plays it back to the point. Jennings in her skates. They'll have to touch up. Now they do. And controlled there by the 14ers. They'll look to start their breakout. They're looking far side. McCormick cuts that off. McCormick out to Losowitz in the slot. Losowitz shot. That's blocked out on the way to the net. Broken up by McCormick. And the 14ers are able to break it out for a moment. Not out, though. Picked off there by Losowitz. 25 to go in the period. Gray tries to center out front to McCormick. And now the 14ers are able to play it out. Jones, nice defensive play there. And smartly plays it out. Nice touch on that icing. So Bruins up 1-0. 15 minutes of hockey left. See how you fare by the Bruins fans in the stands here. In the enclosed glass of the upstairs. Well, we're out here in the meat locker. I will give them credit, it's a cold rink, but I do love the ice here. All right, Bruins need to put together a solid 15 minutes to get back to 1-1. Zaworski, Zhang, Leeser, McDonald, and Brewer. All right, Zhang to take the draw. One there by the 14ers. McDonald forces the player wide. Picked up there, McDonald. McDonald up ahead to Zhang. That's tipped out of the zone. And played back in. Brewer will go back to pick it up there. Brewer has her stick lifted. Dug out there by Brewer, back to the point, shot, and actually came out of the zone, I believe. All right, that's out of the zone, so that'll be whistled down for an offsides. All right, faceoff will come outside the Bruins zone here. Rolls in on Bozier, and Bozier will cover. So we're going to face off here in the Bruins zone to the left of goaltender Bozier. 14-16, we'll call it here to go in period 3. Zhang in the dot. One there by the 14ers, but cleared out by McDonald. Leeser and Zaworski, and on the forecheck. Bruins work at Portiners work at cross ice. Ooh, cross ice pass there, picked off by the 14ers. Brewer battles with her player down there. Zhang comes in to support. Puck's dug out now by Zaworski. Shot towards the side of the net, wide. Puck's bouncing around the slot. Dangerous spot there. 14ers pick it up, center it out front. McDonald breaks that up. 14ers look to center again. Zhang throws that to the corner. 14ers shot off the side of the net, and that's going to be picked up by McDonald. And McDonald will play it off the 14er player out to center ice. That'll relieve the pressure here. Zhang picks it up in the skates of Wessel. McDonald plays it up ahead. Picked off there by the 14ers. Stolen for a moment by Zaworski. Just hopped her stick. Otherwise, she was in all alone. 14ers, they're content to play dump and chase and get a change here. King leaves there for Gossner. Gossner up ahead to Arnold. That puck comes out of the zone, so 14ers will have to regroup. Now they do. They get zone entry, though. Shot blocked down by King. Puck's loose in the slot. Now it goes far side. DeFelice to Gossner. Gossner up ahead to DeFelice. Has her stick lifted, and it's played back into the zone. Bruins kind of hanging on a little bit here right now, but they are playing solid defensive hockey. Gossner works it near side to Wessel. Wessel up ahead to Arnold. Arnold, nice pick off the boards there. And Arnold tries to work it out front, back to the point. Wessel walks it out front. Wessel shot, and that's gloved and held by the goaltender. 12 to go here in the third. Jones and Jennings will come back out, and it looks like Fryer, Novodorski, and Osborne up front. Osborne the pivot between Novodorski and Fryer. Osborne to take the draw. Battle along the boards. 14ers able to dig it out. And puck's played out to center ice. Picked up there. 14ers going to hit the line. 2-on-2. Drop pass. Out front. Shot wide of the net. Shot blocked down by Jones and picked up there by Osborne. Osborne's got Fryer with her. Osborne goes across to Fryer and offsides at the line. Another example that I think could have held the pass just a hair longer. Not much, just a hair. Like to see us give up that pass on a 2-on-1, not quite at the blue line. Let's get it in and get the goaltender or defender to commit and then make a play from there. Brewer tied up there. Gray. Brewer cross ice to McCormick. McCormick walks it in. McCormick shot. Had a lane there for a moment. Nice shot block by the 14ers. I saw what McCormick saw. Tried to use the defender as a screen. Kind of the theme of this weekend, though, so far. Just got to be a hair quicker getting those shots off and not allowing the defenders to close so quick and close that gap and take away that space between you and the net. McCormick digs it out, and it's played back into the Bruins zone. And that'll go for an icing. 10:33 here to go, third period. Face-off is going to come back in the 14er zone. Leeser, Zeng, Zaworski, McDonald, and Brewer. Zeng to take the draw. Back to the point, McDonald. McDonald tries to work it down low. Picked off there. And 14ers will come back the other way. In on Brewer. Shot, saved by Bozier. Shot, save again on the rebound by Bozier. Bozier been sharp again tonight. Puck's work near side. Shot. That's gloved and held by Bozier. Are starting to generate some pressure now. Face off to the left of Bozier. Wessel, Gosner. Zeng, Leeser, Zaworski. Zeng to take the draw. Zeng wins it back to herself. Now plays it up the boards to Zaworski. Pinch there. Takes it off her stick. Gosner tries to play it up near side. Puck is thrown out front. And Bozier will wisely cover with a 1-goal lead. Don't leave anything to chance in front of the net. 9:54 here to go. Face off this time, be to the right of Bozier. Then Gosner to Leeser. Leeser up ahead to Zeng. Fourteeners able to steal it. They'll take it wide. Shot on net. Save Bozier. Rebound. And Zawarski picks it up. Bruins need to pick up the intensity here a little bit. And Zeng plays it out to center. Up ahead, picked off there for a moment by Leeser. Played back into the zone, far side. Wessel. Wessel leaves for Leeser. Leeser gets knocked to the ice, along with King. And the 14ers will look to get zone entry. They'll slide it far side, try and start their forecheck. Gosner, near side to Wessel. Wessel plays it up ahead, trying to spring Arnold. Wessel comes in to support. Wessel walks it to the middle. Wessel shot, save. Arnold gets a skate on it. Shot, rebound. Goalie was down. Gosler picks it up now. Gosler on her backhand, though. Tries to get it back to her forehand. Puck's loose out front. Backhand attempt on net. On the shot attempt there by DeFelice. And we'll get a face-off in the 14er zone here. 8:31 to go. King, Arnold, DeFelice, Jones, and Jennings. King to take the draw. Back to the point. Jones goes across to Jennings. Jennings, shot in the skates of King. King throws it towards the net. King, shot. Oh, that was off the paddle of the goaltender, I believe. Back to the point. Jennings. Jennings, shot towards the net. And this time the goaltender will cover. 8:14 here to go. We've got another offensive zone draw here for your Bruins. King again to take the draw. Well, actually, it looks like we'll change up our forward line. We'll go Osborne, Novodorsky. Back to the point. In the skates of Jones. Jennings can't cover the pass a little bit. Jennings able to get back, though. Shot and a save by Bozier. Nice speed by Jennings to get back, cut that one off. Osborne to take the draw. Face off, one cross ice. Novodorsky in her skates, able to chip it out the center. Puck's played into the zone. Jones able to play it out though. 14ers will have to touch up. Key is just getting clears here for your 14ers and not letting them get clean zone entries. Osborne leaves there for Fryer. 14ers play it wide. Centered out front in the slot. Picked up there by the 14ers. Shot through traffic. Kicked out of harm's way. Back to the point. Shot. Saved by Bozier. Puck's on the side of the net. And that's going to be picked off there by Osborne. Bruins just need a clear here. Osborne leaves there for Jennings. Jennings steps up, holds, and 14ers will play it down. That'll go for an icing. .648 here to go. Losowitz, Gray, McCormick out there. Losowitz to take the draw. One there by the 14ers. Fourteeners played around behind. Now they'll look to break it out. This is a player I worry about. CC for the 14ers. strong skating defenseman with a hard shot. And that goes up into the bench. Coach Emma with a little self-preservation there. Face-off won by the 14ers. McCormick fights through the stick check. Gets the blue line. Plays it in deep. We got to make the 14ers go 200 feet here, guys. Battle along the boards. One place you cannot see here. Seems like that's where all the action has been. And it's centered out front in the skates of Gray. And now the 14ers are able to break it out. They'll hit the line. 2-on-2 as they hit the line. Brewer rolls in on Bozier. McDonald up ahead to Gray. Losowitz to the line. Not out, though. And nice recovery there by Losowitz. Played back into the zone. That's off. Losowitz has some time now. Losowitz gets the red line. Losowitz, shot on net. Puck's loose. Gray tries to get to that loose puck. Gray picks it up now. Tries to work it back to the point to Brewer. Hops her stick. Chipped out by the 14ers. Picked up there by McDonald. McDonald ahead to Gray. Gray gets the blue line. Gray shot wide of the net. Centered out front. Puck's bouncing around, and that's chipped up into the 14ers bench by their own player. 5:04 here to go, third period. We're going to get a draw in the 14er zone. Wessel, Gosler out there now. Zhang, Leeser, and Zaworski. Zhang the pivot here to take the draw. Back to Zaworski. To Brewer. Or sorry, that's Gosler. Hops her stick. Breakaway opportunity here for the 14ers. Shot and a save by Bozier. Big save there by Bozier on the breakaway. This stays a 1-goal lead for your Bruins. Puck's loose there. Leeser shot. That's blocked down. And 14ers played up ahead. Picked off there. Wessel. Wessel regroup. Wessel gets the red line. In the skates of Zhang. Zhang tries to go across to Zaworski. Zaworski free in front. Shot just wide of the net. Didn't get a clean look at that one. Able to be dug out there. Zhang tries to play to Zaworski out front. Zhang tries to go out front now, looking for Leeser. Zhang, backhand, leaves it behind the net. Picked off there by the 14ers. They'll work it near side, up the half wall. Held in there by Wessel. Another good hold at the line. Puck rolls in on net. And Zaworski was there if the goaltender wasn't going to pounce on it. But we still maintain a 1-goal lead for your Bruins. 3:45 here to go, third period. Puck pops out loose in the slot. Jennings steps up. Puck's loose there. Centered out front in the slot. Bouncing puck. Jones unable to corral it. Work back to the point. Now it's into the middle. King plays it out to center. 14ers walk it in. Shot. Blocker to side by Bozier. Oh. Centered out front by the 14ers. That goes through everybody down on net. 14ers look to enter zone again. They'll work it high into the slot. Now they work it near D. Shot. That's blocked down by Arnold and cleared. Oh, 14ers almost get caught on a change here. Sorry, Bruins do. And a save by Bozier. 2:24 here to go. Third period. Bruins got to be quick on these changes. 14ers look like they're going to go with the extra skater here. We'll go 6-on-5 with 2:24 to go. Losowitz to take the draw. Losowitz to take the draw. 14ers try and work it back to the point. Picked off there by McCormick. Puck's played out the center. Now it goes back into the 14er zone. They're able to keep possession. In this case, the McDonald license going to be waived off. Centered out front. Steered aside. Now they'll work it back to the point. Shot through traffic. Steered aside by Bozier. Gray's got it now. And Gray will play it all the way down, softly down the ice. So ice is going to be waved off. McCormick and Losowitz in on the forecheck. Gray steps up. Aggressive step up there by the Bruins. Brewer over skates for a moment. 14ers look to work it out front. Now they do. Players tied up in the skates. Dug out there by Losowitz. And Losowitz hits the empty net! 2-0 Bruins. Losowitz nets another, this time the empty netter. It's a 2-0 Bruins game with 1:23 here to go. Zhang to take the draw. Back up ahead to Wessel. Wessel gets the line. Wessel plays it in deep. Wessel continue. Centers out front. Puck comes out to the blue line. Gosler wisely retreats over the 2-goal lead. Players forced wide. Side of the net. Puck's loose in front now. Cleared out of harm's way by Zaworski. Zaworski now. Zaworski chips it around a player. Nice zone entry there. Zaworski. Zaworski centers it out front. But the Bruins were keeping a few players back. Now we get caught here 2-on-2. Puck rolls into the zone. 14ers pick it up there, under 40 seconds to go. Puck work back to the point. Shot rolls in on Bozier. Saved by Bozier. Nice save through traffic there. And it's picked up by Zhang. Zhang tries to play it in deep. Sorry, I thought that puck was coming right off the top of the glass at me. Dug out there. 14ers shot. And that's gloved and held by Bozier. So 11 seconds to go. We're going to face off here in the Bruins zone. Be to the right of Bozier. Osborne to take the draw. Osborne ties the player up. Wessel comes in to support. And that'll do it, guys. 2-0 win for your Bruins. Shout out for Bozier. Solid defensive effort by your Lady Bruins. And we'll be back this evening.